Welcome to Caloundra Timbers, where QMI has been working through a product development Kaizen for the week. What you'll see throughout the whole business is a series of change, and through the rest of the video you'll be able to follow our progress as we've gone through the week. Kaizen is Japanese for continuous improvement, and a Kaizen Blitz is generally undertaken over a period of 2 to 5 days. It can have a look at your manufacturing processes or the office processes, and will give you instant gains within that time frame. When we host Kaizen, we have a host company, which is the company that the impact is actually achieved on, and we also have a series of guest visitors who come from outside the business. Typically we have about 9 people in a Kaizen team, 3 of which will come from the local work area, 3 will come from areas around it, so they're typically the customer or suppliers, and another 3 who will come from an area of the business or a completely different business that has absolutely nothing to do with it. Having these people in gives us the capability of asking the dumb questions, and why do you do it this way? Have you thought about doing it another way? And that's where we really get the impact of change.
The reason that we actually went into this was to find out how much we could improve. At the start of the week we came into it with open minds, and the good thing was that there was people outside of our industry who came in to have a look at what we did, what systems we had, how we could improve.
It's been a really good experience, learning some of the tools of Kaizen and how to apply them in a manufacturing organisation.
We've been right through the whole process, starting into the documentation side of things and some of the systems that were in place, and we did actually come across methods that could be changed and implemented that would enhance the actual abilities of the company and ensure that there was a proper QA following right through into the production process. We've created quite a few action plans and followed them through, and I think that we've come up with some pretty good results. Providing that Caloundra Timbers follows them through, I think that they'll achieve what they had planned to achieve out of this event.
I wasn't sure what to expect at the start of the week because I've never really been involved with anything such as this before. It's really opened my eyes on how a business is run, what it takes to run a business, and how to actually go from a point where you think you're running efficiently, but you know you have a few problems, and all of a sudden increasing your productivity, your actual outlook. It does improve the way things work in a business if you're willing to sit down and listen with an open mind.
I think we've made some quite serious inroads at Caloundra Timbers into various stations on their production line.
I would think what we'll get out of this will be a big improvement in morale amongst the workers, because I know when things don't get improved and things stay the same, they tend to become a bit depressed about things. I think work efficiency also will be improved by not having so much clutter and constantly looking for what the next thing you're looking for is. And also I think if we organise ourselves properly, anyone will be able to take over and pick up my job and complete it in my absence.
I guess I didn't know what to expect from the Kaizen event. I'd been given a little bit of information, but it was a bit on the grey side, so I went into it fairly open-minded, not knowing what to expect. And so far this week's been fairly enlightening as to what the people have found with our company. Having an outsider's view, we've had 3 of the other fellas from different businesses come through and look at our business and how we process our work. It's been brilliant actually having them here to say, you know, why do you do it this way? Have you ever thought about doing it that way? And you go, oh, why didn't I think of that? You know, it's such a simple, easy answer to it.
I think the highlight of the week has been that you can see with the actual Kaizen itself, it actually lays out a plan, and you can actually see it after this first week of a blitz. You can actually see things improving straight off. That doesn't mean this is the end of it. I've got a long road to go, and it's it's something that needs to happen for the rest of the life of our business. But it's something that gives you a good grounding so that you can go forward.
What I would intend to do with what I've learned here this week would hopefully take some of those tools and possibly offer those services to some of my manufacturing clients to do similar workshops in their factories.
With some of the changes that we've made here, we've lessened the actual paperwork from receiving an order through to the actual making of the product, and then we've looked at increasing the outflow of the product with minimal use and minimal movement. We've still got a little bit to go as in the production of the thing, but all in all, it is a worthwhile exercise, and I would recommend it to anybody that was thinking of it.
Videoing some of our processes that brought to me that we really need to do a little bit more training over the years, even though our guys have been with us for a long time. Over the years, the procedures that were originally put in place have gone by the wayside a little bit, and we need to get them back on track. I think the other thing too is that this will also give all of our workers an incentive to do better. It's the sort of program that actually gives them the opportunity to not only better themselves but help their teammates and also help our business. And I think that's something that's good. It makes them feel that they're actually involved.
I can see things that changed downstairs already, and definitely I've had some feedback from the wall framers saying it definitely improved for them.
The whole process of seeing how production can be made so much easier, and even office work, just streamlining all your work processes. It's actually a very easy process if you know what you're looking for.
Because I know what's gone on in the past, that people keep complaining and complaining and nothing gets done. That's when they sort of become a bit dejected, so if they can see things are improving, I think that'll change their attitude a lot.
We've been going a long time, and we felt that we were a very successful business, but we've learnt this week that we can improve 1,000%. Won't be easy, but I think with the people that we had involved this week from our company, and the enthusiasm that has been shown through them and people on the floor who have been willing to open their minds and give us some input to help us this week. I think everyone here is going to be very excited about what we're going to do in the foreseeable future.
With my side of the work, doing the detailing, we had certain procedures in place already, but really they weren't fine-tuned enough, I guess you'd put it, and there was quite a lot of areas they were falling down in. We've looked at the whole process, how a job comes in, how it becomes an order off a quote, how that order is processed, how it's detailed, how it's put down into the factory, how it's produced, and how it's taken out to the yard and then delivered. We've looked at the whole gamut of it and fine-tuned it. So we've eliminated a lot of steps where we were double handling material, just double handling work. We were doing the same job 2 or 3 times basically, and we've been able to eliminate that and make it hopefully easier for everyone, from the guys down on the factory floor to the guy delivering the trusses to me doing the detail work myself.
At the end of the day, it's been a great week. The investment that we've put into this has been well worthwhile. Quite
eye-opening, the things that people find about your business that you just don't see yourself. And like I said, a lot of the solutions are quite simple. I think the bottom line, it will increase productivity, but I think to me, the biggest thing is going to be worker morale. Everyone's going to be doing basically the same job they're doing, but it's going to be easier for them to do it. It's going to take a lot of the head scratching and you know, what do I do next sort of thing, or, you know, waiting for someone else to do their work before them. It's eliminated a lot of that, so it's not so much working harder, it's just working smarter.
When I first heard about this, within 5 minutes of hearing about it at a meeting down at QMI, I put my hand up straight away. I knew it was going to help us. And after this week, I was right. It's definitely going to help us. It's something that as long as you're open-minded and want to go forward and not scared to have a good look at your own business, then go for it. It's absolutely worth your while. Like I said originally, it was well worth the investment that we put into this. In fact, it's worth more than that.